Is the Young Money Masters deal the worst deal in music industry history? Let's talk about that in this video. Lil Wayne had the opportunity to sell all of Young Money's masters in 2020 after his former manager was terminated and a lawsuit formed. For those who do not know, Young Money was a massive record label that built up Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Tyga and really had some massive hits during their run. Drake released 15 projects under Young Money, with his last being the 2018 album Scorpion. That means his entire career's work of masters was about to be sold. The same can be said for Nicki Minaj and Tyga. In 2020, Lil Wayne sold all of their catalogs to Universal Music Group for $100 million. So why is this deal so bad? There are many reasons to this, and let's get to it. The biggest reason why this deal is horrible is the undervaluation of the catalog sold. Like I mentioned, Lil Wayne sold all of the songs that made Young Money artists big. Drake's catalog made him $200 million alone, while he didn't even own his masters. That is more than the deal itself. Gross revenues for Young Money were reported to be $1.8 billion. I understand that when buying an investment like this, you want to buy at a lower price and watch it grow, but still, paying $100 million for catalogs that brought in $1.8 billion, that is crazy. That leads to the tough question: what should have Young Money been sold for? I believe that they should have been sold for $800 million to $1 billion. Why? The catalogs sold are still bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars and will continue over time. Drake alone has two 10-year-old albums that are still charting. His album Take Care has been on the album charts for 400 weeks straight. That shows the power that these catalogs have. In 10 more years, these rich catalogs from Young Money could have brought in another $1.8 billion to be worth over $3 billion. Lil Wayne was looking for a quick sell and could have leveraged the worth more to different companies for that bigger check. I mean, I can't blame him for wanting to cash out large and quick, but he could have gotten a lot more if done right. This leads me to another issue with why the deal was so bad, and that is because who is selling the catalogs? Lil Wayne sold Drake, Nicki Minaj's, and Tyga's masters. I understand that they were his to sell, but I always hate to see situations like this. In my opinion, I would have liked to see Lil Wayne give options to these artists to buy back their masters themselves. If he sold each artist their masters back, that alone could have added up to the $100 million that he eventually sold to a label. He could have gotten the same amount while giving these artists their masters back. After this deal, I don't see them getting their catalogs back ever because of what the label will value them at. They got a great deal, almost impossible deal, and will now not let that go. In an ideal world, Lil Wayne would have given the options for artists to buy back their masters first, which would have been a win-win situation. He would have gotten that $100 million and they would have gotten their masters. Still, I do understand why he owned everyone's masters and why he wanted to sell that to a label. It just could have been executed a lot better. Overall, this deal was horrible because of the undervaluation of the catalogs and how they were sold. Bundling the top-selling artists' masters with extremely influential artist catalogs for only $100 million is so bad. These masters could have been sold for $1 billion if they really tried. That is a tougher club to enter, and that one deal alone could have put Lil Wayne into the billionaires club. With how low these masters were sold for, it could have just been better to sell them back to the rightful artists. Like I mentioned, he could have still gotten that $100 million while the artist would walk away with their catalogs. This deal is just a mess. But this is why the Young Money master deal between Lil Wayne and Universal is so horrible. Do you think this is the worst deal in music industry history? If not, let me know what is. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.